Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Talking TVL. My name is Breona Winn. I'm your host on this Wednesday, and what this is Talking TVL is a preview show to our lifestyle show called Tennessee Valley Living, which is on WAFF 48 every weekday at 11 a.m. And this is to recap what has happened the day before, as well as give you a sneak peek on what is to come on today's episode. So before we get started, I was scrolling on social media this morning and ran across the most interesting creation I think I've seen in a minute. So let me show you and share with you what I saw. Cup of noodles. They've got different flavors. Breakfast noodles. Okay, so there's maple syrup, sausage, and eggs flavored in the sauce. You put it in ramen noodles and you eat it. It's just been like the trend on TikTok. Not quite sure how to feel about that one. They also have a campfire s'mores flavor. Again, it's that graham cracker chocolate marshmallow all wrapped up in one. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about that. That's just so interesting. However, I feel like the adventurous foodie in me is like, try it. So please stay tuned. If I can get my hands on it this weekend, I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and give it a try. So I thought that was very interesting this morning. Anyways, I just had to share with you all. Let's talk about what happened yesterday, shall we? So we had on Meredith Gibbs and the Whitworth family, and they came on to promote their benefit concert that's happening in August on the 22nd. So they're going to have it at the Mars Music Hall with artists Josh Weathers and Juliana Rankin. If you want to see that full interview, it was very heartwarming and touching. Be sure to go on tvliving.com for the full interview of that. Also, we had on Sue Ann Griffith. She is so much fun. Every time she comes on, we learn something new about Huntsville. So yesterday she came and talked about the train depot located on Church Street and all of the fun history that is rich and glorious behind that Church Street train depot. So make sure, again, tvliving.com, so you can go and see that interview as well. And then I'm about to play for you all the performance from Mike, the musician. He came on yesterday. He has such an amazing voice, and I want to share it with you all. So without further ado, here is Mike.
I'm up one day, down one day, do you know what I mean? One day I'm strong, next day I'm weak. Up one day, down one day, when will I see? Thinking about tomorrow, right, my 2 days of me. I've been thinking about the future, am I missing a dream? Longing for yesterday, did I miss a scene? Is it all planned out for me? Should I wait and see? I've been up one day, down one day. Do you know what I mean? I guess it's part of my instinct to think everything gonna work out if I just wait and see. Would it be forever till the world is missing? I've been up one day, down one day, do you know what I mean? Thinking about the future, am I missing a dream? Longing for yesterday, did I miss the scene? Is it all planned out for me? Should I wait and see? I've been up one day, down one day. Up one day, down one day. Do you know what I mean? Thinking about the future, am I missing a dream? Longing for yesterday, did I miss the scene? Is it all planned out for me? should I wait and see? I've been up one day, down one day. Up one day, down one day. Up one day, down one day. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Mike Roberts again. What an amazing voice, so unique, so fun, and he was so sweet. So make sure if you'd like to go and hear him live, Ditto Landing this weekend for their Summer Sunset Concert Series. Be sure to go and check them out. Or actually, I lied. It was yesterday, or yesterday night. So if you want the full performance, again, tvliving.com. I feel like I'm going to say that until the sun sets every day, okay? tvliving.com for all interviews that you want to rewatch, any musical performance that you want to rewatch. tvliving.com is the place to go. Okay, so that was yesterday. Let's talk about what's going on today. First up, Peyton is going to be sitting down with Travel Points Bros, and they are going to teach us how to properly use your credit card on everyday spending to earn credit card points and miles that you can then use those points and miles for traveling. Let me tell you something. When I say I'm all ears, I'm all ears, because I have had this travel bug since 2020, and it's getting to the point now where I just feel as though I need to pack up my bags and just go and tour the entire world for a year. I don't know what it is. I just feel the need to go. So if you're telling me that they are going to be in studio today to show me how to use my credit card properly in order to get points, to use those points for miles and for traveling and hotels and stuff, I've got my notebook ready. You have no idea. I'm excited. So make sure you all join us again later on the show. That starts at 11. Watch and let's get some tips. Let's figure out how to use this credit card for the good. Speaking of, when it comes to credit cards, I just feel the need to let you all know, be careful, especially if you don't know how to actually use a credit card. My dad showed me all the tips and tricks. It's so easy to get one and just want to go swipe and feel like you can go on a whole shopping spree and treat yourself, but then forget that you've got to pay that money back. Okay, so be careful when you use your credit card, and also, again, make sure you tune into the show for Travel Points Bros to give us all of the tips on how to use your credit card properly for the travel points. So that is going to be on the show today. Later on, we're going to have Chef Kristen come in and show us in the kitchen how to make her aged or Corkshire dried beef carpaccio dish. So fancy, so delicious. Look, there's some arugula, some beef on a crostini with a little Parmesan. She'll be making that in studio today. So this dish is actually served often at the Salty Cod, which we have featured on the show last week. We showed their feature on the show, so I'm going to show you that here in just a second. But they're also going to be starting some culinary cooking classes at the Salty Cod. So it's going to be Chef Kristen along with Chef Barry O'Connor. So make sure you watch the show today to not only see that delicious dish be made live in studio, but also to get more information on how you can sign up for these cooking classes. So let me show you next our feature from the Salty Cod.
It's kind of a European experience. I mean, you walk through and it's almost like a marketplace. We have 2 patios. We have a pub on the other side, which is a lot more sports oriented. Behind me is the Paddington Bar, which is a little bit more of an intimate setting, date night, girls night. And then behind me, we have our kitchen, which is where our fish and chip shop is. Behind that is our gelato and pastry store. Everything is imported from Italy. All of our gelatos are imported. We have a ton of different cakes available over there. And then behind that is our butcher shop. So we have our own dry aging room over here. We dry age everything in-house. You can buy them here raw to take home, or we cross-utilize a lot of it on the menu just like we do over at the Poppy, and we put it on special so that we can cook it for you. If you don't want to do the cooking, we can do it. Of course, fish and chips is our most popular item here and at the Poppy. We can't highlight anything else other than that. That is our #1 star of the show, but we do have a lot of awesome other items. One of those is going to be our boozer chicken, which is a beautiful dish, almost like our version of nachos, but it's on chips, which Americans call French fries, but we don't say that word in the kitchen here, and it's just delicious. I mean, you're having a beer, boozer chicken, can't go wrong there. We have a couple of other things like bangers and mash. We do a lot of steaks, a lot of dry-aged steaks. We do have different European influences like a bruschetta that we do with a melted brie and a cranberry jam on top, and the shrimp in a box, which is one of my personal menu favorites. It's a cornflake and dillweed potato crusted shrimp, and it comes in a box over chips with a crab and fennel tapenade on top, and it is just, it's so good. We want it to be a full European experience where you're getting that great English food, you're having great English beer, and then you can finish off with a real Italian gelato. This town has just grown so exponentially. Like every time I drive into town, there's something new, and I'm hoping that it can kind of become this culinary area where we can push the boundaries and continue to make each other better, this place versus the next restaurant. Not negative competition, positive competition, where we're trying to raise the bar higher and higher and higher, and keeping things great here, because we don't want somebody to have to feel like they have to drive all the way to Nashville to get food, to get good food. We want it to be right here.
Awesome. Again, that is the Salty Cod, located in Mid-City. So if you want to go, make sure you go support Chef Kristen. She's absolutely amazing. The food, always phenomenal every time she comes on the show and shares her delicious dishes with us. So she will be in again today later on the show, so make sure you tune in. Also, next up, our last guest, his name is Chester Trey Rogers. He is a star on the hit show Black Mafia Family, as well as a former NFL wide receiver. He's going to be in studio today to talk about Trey Day weekend, which is this weekend, July 12th through the 13th. And again, he is a Huntsville native, super cool. He went to Lee High School, so he's an alumni from there. And you may be wondering right now, what is Trey Day? You might ask. I'm so glad you asked. Let me go ahead and let you know. It is a weekend full of fun activities designed to benefit and entertain the community with events like youth football camp, a celebrity breakfast, a family field day, and a celebrity 7-on-7 football game. So he's going to be in studio today to tell us a little bit more about that, how you can sign up. I believe it's a free event too, so stick around, watch the show. He'll be on later today to talk about that. And yes, we are excited to have him. It should be a pretty fun day. Okay, one thing I want to remind you all, as seen on TV Living, okay? This is our initiative that producer Shanika created. If you watch the show and you go out to these restaurants, you go out to these events, like if you went to Mid-City for the 4th of July and you took pictures, make sure you post them and use hashtag as seen on Tennessee Valley Living. And that way we want to be able to see what you all have going on. We're excited. We want to see what you're doing out here in the Tennessee Valley area. So make sure you use that hashtag for a chance to be featured on our show. I think that's very exciting. I know I have a couple pictures I need to post as well with that hashtag. So yeah, one thing I did was I went to Squeeze Massage. If you're all familiar with that, they're located in Mid-City. We did a feature on them earlier this year, and I decided to try them out on the 4th of July, actually, so that was last week. Ooh, what a massage. What a great time. What a great time. And I would have never known that they existed had it not been for the show. So I made a little video. I might post that and use the hashtag as seen on TV Living for my own chance to be featured on the show. So if you would like a chance as well, again, make sure you use that hashtag and show us what you got going on. Okay, that does it for today's episode of Talking TVL. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, we do this every day at 10 a.m. And make sure up next it is the Tennessee Valley Living show at 11. Make sure you tune in, watch, go. You've got time, what, like 45 minutes? Go walk your dogs and get your coffee. Meet us back on your couch or wherever you are. You can join us on our mobile app, and we'll see you soon. Bye.